Let's be honest. Most artificial intelligence tools right now are like those friends who pretend they understand movies, but really they're just guessing based on the trailer. Sure, they can generate a slick-looking image or a fancy video clip, but do they actually know what they're showing you? Nope, not even close. But Runway? They've just announced something that might actually change that, something called General World Models. You might know Runway already. They built Gen 1 and Gen 2, those viral tools that turn words into videos. Cool stuff. But what they're working on now goes beyond turning text into pixels. This is about teaching artificial intelligence to understand the rules of reality, how things move, fall, bounce, break, and interact, like real-world physics, but inside a machine's head. Here's the problem with most artificial intelligence today. It doesn't understand cause and effect. It can make a video of someone throwing a ball, but it doesn't know the ball should come down after it goes up. Gravity, inertia, consequences, not part of the equation. But with general world models, or GWMs, artificial intelligence starts to get it. These systems learn by watching the world, kind of like toddlers. They absorb millions of video clips and slowly begin to piece together how things actually work. So instead of just showing a glass tipping off a table, a GWM can predict what happens next. The fall, the shatter, the splash. It builds a mental map of the world, not because someone coded the laws of physics into it, but because it's watched enough real-world chaos to figure it out. Okay, so why should you care? Because this opens up a whole new level of creative control. Let's say you're building a video game or an animated film. Normally, you have to choreograph every tiny interaction by hand. You want a leaf to blow in the wind? That's hours of fiddling with particle systems. But with a general world model, you just tell it, hey, here's a windy day, and the artificial intelligence fills in the rest. It knows how leaves behave. It knows how cloth ripples, how objects collide, and how momentum builds. This isn't a special effect anymore. This is artificial intelligence becoming a collaborator, a co-director that understands motion, space, timing, and consequence. It's like hiring a physics-savvy assistant who works for free and never sleeps. And we're not just talking about fun movie stuff here. Think bigger. Autonomous cars? They need to predict how other drivers and unpredictable pedestrians might behave. Delivery drones? They need to anticipate wind shifts, obstacles, even seagulls. Robots in your home? They'd better figure out that a mug full of coffee tips over differently than an empty one. General world models give artificial intelligence that common sense it's been missing. They allow machines to mentally simulate possible futures before they act, which is exactly what we do every day without even thinking about it. It's not just smart, it's practical, and it could be a game changer for everything from safety to storytelling. Now, let's manage expectations. Right now, Runway's Game Worlds look a bit like weird little toy universes, basic environments, blob-like characters. Think digital kindergarten, not blockbuster cinema. But remember how clunky early video games looked? Pong was a bouncing square. Now we have Elden Ring. This is the same kind of evolution, and we're just at the beginning. What Runway is doing differently is focusing on interactivity. These models aren't just generating static scenes, they're responding to actions, simulating consequences, learning how the world behaves. That's not just animation, that's artificial intelligence thinking like a filmmaker, a game designer, and a physicist all at once. So what does all this mean for the rest of us? It means we're inching closer to a future where you don't just design a story, you can explore it. You don't just render a scene, you can watch it evolve. Writers, developers, artists, engineers, anyone building digital experiences is about to get access to tools that think in terms of systems, not just snapshots. General world models aren't just fancy code. They're a whole new approach to creativity, powered by artificial intelligence that doesn't just mimic the world, it understands it. And let's be real, that's both exciting and maybe just a little terrifying. Because for the first time, our machines aren't just watching us, they're learning how the world works and imagining what comes next.